Jonathan Coachman, who's been in the news lately. We love Coach. He says this. In 18 months, Triple H will not be running WWE anymore. Now, whether you love or don't love WWE, the people who love WWE, some of you don't want him there anymore. Some of you are upset about the way things are going. Those who don't love Triple H, you can't wait to get him out. You're probably one of the ones that are begging for Vince McMahon to come back. We don't need that. I don't want to know what WWE looks like without someone like Triple H's influence on the product. Who it goes to, I have no fucking clue. It'll probably end up going to The Rock. Honestly. Because that's what is being done here. I honestly think Triple H is being sabotaged. I honestly feel like at the end of the day, they are actively doing everything in their power to bring all the negativity upon Triple H so that when business falls, and it will, because nothing lasts forever, and ticket prices continue to soar and fan attendance continues to go down and interest in the product continues to go down, who are they going to blame? Are they going to blame Ari Emanuel? Are they going to blame Mark Shapiro? Are they going to blame Brian Gewirtz? Are they going to blame Dwayne Johnson? No, they're going to blame Triple H. So you see where this is going. Speaking on the two-man power trip of wrestling, Coachman and ex-WWE broadcaster himself theorized that Levesque won't be running WWE a year and a half from now. The coach cited Triple H's 2025 Hall of Fame speech, running long and disrespecting Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin by not giving them a Hall of Fame walkout at WrestleMania 41 while explaining. Triple H did not mention The Rock in his speech at all either. Meanwhile, The Rock is one of his greatest rivals ever. We predict that within 18 months, Triple H will not be running WWE anymore, Coachman said. I actually feel kind of bad for him because I've always really, really, really liked him. But look at what happened at WrestleMania. He gets inducted into the Hall of Fame for a third time, an hour and 37-minute speech at 1 in the morning. You're overscheduling the entire week. There's nothing free for fans to go to. And then WrestleMania, you're going to disrespect Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin and walk them out with everybody else to give a wave to the crowd, and you get your own water music entrance right next to those guys. Triple H served as WWE's head of creative since the report says July 2012. That is factually incorrect. He took over in the fall of 2023 because we all know Vince McMahon tried to maneuver and weasel himself back into power as he eliminated positions on the board of directors and hired people to get him back as the chairman of the board. And there was a power struggle then, which Vince tried to take over the show. So I want to make sure you're all aware. Triple H took over in July of 2022, but Vince McMahon was still very much in the weeds with the product. In October 2023, Ari Emanuel, who is the CEO of Endeavor, confirmed that Triple H had 99.99% of WWE's creative power. This may be true, but Coachman also spoke of a power struggle between Triple H and The Rock. From my time there and my time with The Rock, I know for a fact that he does not get along with Triple H. That does not go away. They've always been butting heads for years and years for a lot of different reasons. The reason I said on my show there's a big power struggle, well, first of all, I've talked to two people close to this situation, and they've told me, but I can't tell you who they are, but I've got really good intel, he says. That's all he says. Now, you could take that for what it's worth. I mean, it says nothing. Coachman's not going to reveal his sources, obviously, but you don't really need sources to see what's going on. All you need to do is have a fucking functioning brain and two eyeballs and two ears. That's it. You see what's going on. Now, Coachman, he worked for WWE from 1999 and 2008, again from 2016 to 2021, with his positions including commentator, backstage interview, host, on-air authority figure, etc. Then there was a report from Cultaholic, which was labeled as an exclusive. And they interviewed one of the members of Gallus. The Rock and WWE had a minor falling out during Dwayne Johnson's preparation for WrestleMania 40 Night 1 in the main event, which saw him team with Roman against Cody and Seth. To prepare for their match, WWE brought out Gallus to train with The Rock in Los Angeles as they went through Johnson's planned spots in the tag team match. The preparation ended up getting underway one day later than planned, however, because of a minor falling out. Speaking exclusively with Cultaholic's Tom Campbell, Wolfgang, who was a part of Gallus on NXT, revealed issues that arose as The Rock thought WWE were going to pick him up in a private jet, while WWE assumed The Rock would take his own private jet to Los Angeles. Wolfgang described it as a situation of someone big leaguing the other one. He says this: there's a whole backstory that we arrived on Monday. Tuesday was supposed to be day one, and then Wednesday was day two, and Thursday if we needed it. We got there on Monday, and on Tuesday, I don't know what happened, and I don't want to start any rumors here, but there was a bit of falling out. You come pick me up in your private plane. No. You come pick me up. I'll be here. You come get me. So Tuesday was scrapped. They just couldn't get off the runway. They said there was a problem with the plane. And then myself, Mark, and Joe just got a free day in Los Angeles where we just got to be tourists. Hit the gym, went down to the pier. It was a fantastic day. To be honest, I think it was someone big leaguing the other one. I think it was a case of, no, I don't drive to you. You collect me. That's the way I like to think it was. But regardless, the boys and I got a free day in Los Angeles. Now, Gallus ultimately helped The Rock with his preparation for WrestleMania 40, with Wolfgang playing the role of Roman Reigns, while the Coffey brothers were Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Again, there's no reason why Wolfgang's going to lie there. He's not associated with the company anymore. So you could see that also with what he said, there is some sort of miscommunication and some sort of pettiness. Then the Wrestling Observer had an update. This is coming from Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez. They have different viewpoints on many things, Triple H and The Rock. They are at times on different pages. Levesque is entrenched. He was the person in charge with the company doing record business. But it was noted by those well aware of the situation on the inside that while people think Johnson has the edge, being close to Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel, the reality is in the big picture. Levesque has gotten what he wanted as of right now. Johnson didn't beat Cody Rhodes for the title and then relinquish it to the people as a babyface, because that is exactly what he wanted. He wanted Cody to willingly give up his WrestleMania spot because the fans were booing him, and he wanted to beat Roman and end the reign, become the WWE champion and retire it, and end Roman in this horrible run, quote unquote, this 4-year run, and be the champion of the people, be the people's champion, relinquish the championship. But Rock's ego could not get past the fact that the fans wanted Cody instead of him. That did not happen. And he was swayed to do business the right way. And he maneuvered it in a way where it not only benefited himself, but we the fans got some of the best television that WWE has ever produced. Johnson didn't beat Reigns for the title. He didn't relinquish to the people as a babyface. Rhodes didn't turn heel. Johnson wasn't even involved in the Mania build, even though it was his choice, after the night of the Cena turn. It is definitely leaning more into the conspiracy, but there's also some deep-rooted reality in that situation. I'll be the first to tell you, because everybody thinks that I'm the biggest Triple H glazer that there is. The product sucks right now. Triple H is not doing a good job. Whatever the fucking reason is, the WWE is producing some boring fucking television. There's no excitement. There's no edge to it. It just feels very unexciting. It's a business first and a pro wrestling promotion second. That's what we got with Vince McMahon. Now we're back to the Vince McMahon days, but with people running it not named Vince McMahon. Where's the Triple H influence? Where is it? I don't see it. This is not Triple H. It is Triple H, but it's also not Triple H, because I do feel like he's being handcuffed. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what type of otherworldly influence is seeping its way into the product. Everything is fucking boring. And we blame him, because there's no one else to blame. If he's 99.99% in control, then the show shouldn't be the way that they are right now. So if that is what we're going with, then he is the one to blame. But what happened to the WWE 12 months ago? Where is it? I don't feel it. I don't see it. The cast of characters are there, but where's the excitement? Everything is such a slow burn. Everything is so fucking safe. I hate NXT. I don't watch weekly NXT television. I watch it through highlights on YouTube. But if there's one thing that Triple H needs to do going into Money in the Bank and coming out of Money in the Bank, because this is the season of unpredictability with that gimmick, he needs to take a page from his best friend's playbook. We need a dose of excitement. We need a dose of unpredictability. Throw the wrench into the gears and fuck the system up for a little bit. We need something different to happen. If we go into Money in the Bank and come out of Money in the Bank with Rhea Ripley and Seth Rollins winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, I think it will drive fans even further away from the product because he's going with his tried and true, which you all know Vince McMahon did, but he's going with the very basic. He's going with the expected. What about Naomi? What about LA Knight? Throw those wrenches into the gears. I'd even have LA Knight win the briefcase and cash it in on either Jey Uso or Gunther, whoever wins that championship match on Monday. Fuck with the system. If we go into this show and come out of Los Angeles with two very predictable winners and another safe space for WWE Creative, this is not going to result in anything good on social media. And we all know Triple H watches social media through his fucking 8 burners. We all know it. I do believe Coachman, to an extent, is he hopping on that train a little bit early? That's up for you. That's up to you guys to decide. Do I think he's jumping on that train a little bit early? Bro, it's never early to jump on that type of train because we've already seen the wheels in motion. I do believe that The Rock, this is just me speaking, give it 5 years. I do see The Rock leading the WWE as the man in charge. I do think Dwayne is going to be the new Vince. I do see The Rock taking Triple H out of power and bringing in his own team. I do think at the end of this, Brian Gewirtz is going to be leading WWE Creative. I do not want to see a day and age where Dwayne Johnson is running creative. I don't want to see anybody associated with Dwayne Johnson running creative. If you think Vince's ego is bad, we all know Triple H has an ego. It's not as big as Vince's. Nobody's ego is as big as Vince McMahon. But if you want to see somebody rival Vince's ego, then go ahead, by all means, put Dwayne Johnson in that position, man. You'll be right back to where we started with all of this before Triple H took over. It's not too early. There are situations in this that lead it to being closer to reality than ever before. 18 months is a long way away. We could get a quick turnaround here in 6 months and get back to the WWE product that we need. But how many more times are we going to see them playing it safe and then not taking chances, and then The Rock comes back and does this and interjects himself and puts his ego over the product and fucks with Triple H's plans even more? He's been blamed for everything, and rightfully so. He's attached his name to this as the Paul Levesque era. You want to do that, bro? Then you're going to have to handle the heat in the fucking kitchen. Releases are happening. Releases are truth. More releases are going to happen. Poor creative. WrestleMania. Travis Scott. The safe product. No taking risks. Where's the edge? Everything is coming at Triple H. And he's taking his anger out on us and telling us to be fans. Bro, we are fans. We are fans. If there's nobody that you should be listening to, it's fucking Rock and Ari Emanuel and TKO. The people you should really be listening to are the fans, because we love what happened simply 12 months ago. We're not loving what's happening now. So don't take your anger out with us. We're the ones who want what you want. They are the ones that don't want what you want. All they care about is this. Triple H wants a good product. I know he does. But everything that's going on, he's going to be blamed for it, and rightfully so. We need something to change. And the more it doesn't change, the more he's going to be blamed, and the quicker whatever Jonathan the Coachman talked about here and whatever conspiracy theories are floating around out there, the quicker those become a reality. And I do believe that we are in the situation right now. We are really heading in that direction quicker than people realize.